Hey guys, wanted to do a quick video on the application EnableEvents method. It's a great little tool. It often gets figured out by people when they're trying to do in-cell editing. So for instance, let's say I type something in this cell like a number. And let's say we want to multiply that number by some other number and put the results right in the cell immediately. Well, we can do that using VBA. So we'll create a module and I'll call it public sub change num. And normally, right, we would check to ensure that this number or the value in the cell is actually a number. We're not going to do any of that here. We're just going to say, whatever we don't even have to create a module in this, although this is the right way to do it. We can just do it right in the event. So let's say, right, we have a worksheet event. After we change a cell, we want to change the value of the target. So we could say like target value is equal to target value times 10%. So it'll give a 10% increase. Now, normally this is fine, but if you think about it, and if we watch the flow of the code, it's not fine. So if we enter 40, we're going to break here. It will increase the value of that cell by 10%. So it's up to 44. However, it just changed the value of the cell, so it will kick off the change event again. So if we do it again, it'll just keep running until eventually there's what's called a stack overflow. So I'm going to stop this. The way that you can prevent that is with application enable events. Set to false. And again, so the right way to do this, I'll show that in a second. I'll turn it back on over here. Correct way to do this is to create a Boolean, and rem for remember as Boolean, and brem would be equal to the current state, the enable events. In the event that someone else has already turned it off, you don't want to put it in a state that it's not in. So you want to remember it, and then turn it off explicitly because you're going to change the value, and then you can set it back to DRAM. And so now this should work because it will not fire after we change the value. So now, because we've turned off the events, it should not call itself recursively. So if I hit F8, you see it doesn't call the function itself again. And now it will set it back to what it was, which was true. And end it. And so that's it. Just a quick little video there. Lots of times I've seen people get stuck on that for hours. They eventually do figure it out, obviously, or they search Google or call an expert. And but this is something you'll use quite a bit in VBA.